Hey drummers, hope you're doing well. Right, playing with an up-tempo gospel feel, sometimes referred to as a polka or a two-step, or if you're playing like, trashy hi-hat and rocking it up, or on a crash cymbal, it'd be a punk rock beat, wouldn't it? It's that beautiful up-tempo boom chat, boom chat, boom chat, boom chat. And it's kind of like the first groove you would ever learn to play, right? If you had your first ever drum lesson in your whole life, your drum teacher would probably say, right, here's a quarter note feel. We'll play the hi-hat and the bass drum together. Then the hi-hat and the snare drum together. Then the hi-hat and the bass. Hi-hat and the snare. Remember your first ever lesson like that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And obviously it's played at a lively tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at its heart is that feel. Boom, chat, boom, chat. I'm going to give you 3 variations. That's the first one. Just kick, snare, kick, snare. Often it's all you need, and that sounds great. The second variation is a classic where the bass drum just starts getting a bit more busy. This is quite similar to like a beat like Amy Winehouse's version of Valerie. This is going to be this. This is the first. There's the second variation. So as you can see, and here the bass drum is moving around a bit here, rather than just 1, 2, 3, 4. In this classic and really useful variation, the bass drum will go 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So here we're getting a bit more funky. We're dropping the bass drum in between the hi-hat flow on the and of 2 and the and of 3. If this is something you're comfortable with doing, awesome, go for it. If you are not, that's fine. Start really slow. This will take some serious building up. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Slow and deliberate at first. 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I would say quite often, not always, but quite often, like in Valerie, there's a little bit of swing applied to those bass drums, as in they're played a little bit later than the and, rather than 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. You get that feel of 1, 2, That is the second variation, and the third variation is actually a snare drum variation. I think when you see like groove variations like this, they're almost always the bass drums. I thought I'd give you a snare drum variation as well. And this is just something I love to play when I'm playing in this feel. That's this. Can you see that? I'm doing a ba-ba. It's like every time you do that backbeat hit on the snare drum, you're going to play a little echo straight after it, or delay effect. So you're playing like a little ghosted note straight after the backbeat. And I think in this feel, it really gives it something. It's not always what you want, depends on the music, of course, but in the right places can sound mega. I think I'll go slow on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like our beginning beat that we had of just 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time I hit the snare drum, though, little delay effect afterwards. 1, 2, and it's like you're letting the stick just drop and getting a little quiet note straight after. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could play the bass drum straight, which I'll, on the notation that I'll put for these, I'll put the bass drum just 1 and 3. But of course, you could play variations on the bass drum. And that boom, cha cha, boom, pa da da da. da. It's just really fun. Just brings it to life if it's again, if it fits the music. You don't have to do it every single snare drum hit. I was pretty much doing that there, but you could just do it on the 2 and not the 4, for example. So there you have it. Just such an amazing, fun style of music to play. If anyone ever refers to a 2-step, a polka, like a double time feel, or up-tempo gospel, or sometimes upbeat gospel or fast gospel, this is the sort of beat they'd be referring to. So there are 3 variations for today. One is the classic simple beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one is a Busier bass drum where we're hitting on the and of 2 and the and of 3. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. With a bit of swing on that bass drum. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And the last one is just that fun thing of when you hit the snare drum, hitting it again immediately afterwards, let that stick drop, get that lovely, beautiful free bounce that comes afterwards as a little echo or delay effect. As usual, on the channel members page, I'll post the notation and a practice along version for each of those variations. You can get it up on screen, hit play, slow it down as much as you like, groove along with it, get a little feel for it, and what a lovely style of music to be up on. It's just one of those beats that every drummer needs up their sleeve, isn't it? Every one of those feels. If you're playing gospel music itself, or if you end up playing, Shout by the Isley Brothers, or Lulu, or you get, Valerie is a good example. Walking on Sunshine, Katrina and The Waves. Any of those great tunes that have that lovely boom, chap, boom, chap, boom, ba, boom, ba. And nice to have a couple of variations up your sleeve as well. Like any style of music, you can go into a whole world of variations and drum fills and all sorts of stuff like that. All kinds of places you can go with this. This is just a place to start as usual. Shout out to everyone who asked about that. And like I say, check out the channel members page just now for notation and practice along for each of those grooves. Cheers.